Welcome to Mr. V Teaching Math. In an earlier video, we've learned how to do exponents. Now we want to practice doing exponents with a calculator. The first thing to do is pick a question to which you know the answer. This is 216. Make sure you pick one that's going to be, don't do 2 to the power of 2, because that's the same as 2 times 2. You want something that's going to have an answer that will clearly identify exactly what's going on, and I would recommend this one. Most calculators will have a button that will be something like this one. Notice the white lettering, the y to the power of x. Here's how that can work on this calculator. 6 to the power of 3, press the equal sign. Now many calculators will also have a button like this one. Notice the white lettering, x squared. If you want to do something to the power of 2, let's say I want to do 5 to the power of 2, it's one press. Those two buttons will actually do the same thing. I can do the same thing. I can do 5 to the power of 2 equals, and I'll get 25 using this button. This is just because the squared is used so often, that will often be on most calculators. Sometimes there'll even be an x to the power of 3. But I'm simply going to focus on finding the exponent button on a calculator. So here's another model. Doing our 6 to the power of 3. 6, there's y to the x to the power of 3 equals. Next model. Right there, y to the power of x. 6 to the power of 3 equals. Our next model. This one's going to be a little more difficult. See how the lettering is above the number 7? That means I have to use the second function key in order to get that to work. So to do it, I'm going to have to do 6, oops, first of all clear it, 6, second function, 7 to give, that is a power symbol, 3 equals 216. So keep in mind that this is 6 to the power of 3. All right, some calculators you're going to have to watch for that. On this one, right here, y to the power of x, 6 to the power of 3 equals. Next calculator. Again, there it is, y to the power of x, 6 to the power of 3 equals. On this one, the button's right here. 6 to the power of 3 equals. Our next one, this one's a little harder. There's no y to the power of x, but there is that symbol. That is also a symbol for exponents, the little roof there. 6 to the power of 3 equals. So you also have to look for that one. And our next model, this one reversed it. Instead of y to the power of x, it's x to the power of y. That still works. 6 to the power of 3 equals. The key thing is, find a question to which you can know the answer, take your calculator, and experiment until you know how to get an exponent.